Hi, my name is James Noble, and for those of you that don't know me, I'm the Medical Laboratory Director, or Medical Laboratory Consultant for all 12 hospitals in the Rural Community Hospitals of America Group, formerly HMC-CAH. Recently, we installed NextGen EMR systems, which included lab information systems, into 5 of our hospitals, with several more hospitals slated to receive the NextGen systems in the upcoming months. Now, anytime you undertake such a huge project, there's always going to be a lot of stress involved, and I've been thinking, how can I reduce some of the stress of learning a new laboratory information system? And after thinking about this for a bit, I've decided that I'm going to produce several instructional videos that focus on the most common tasks that we perform in NextGen, and then I'm going to post them on YouTube where they can be readily accessed. Topics dealing with the creation of lab tests in both the laboratory and clinical software, also the creation of physician locations, and a host of other common topics. If those videos seem to be of help in refreshing a lab manager's memory or to help in assisting training of lab techs, then I might produce a few more videos that focus on more complex tasks, such as creating lab tests with exploding child codes in NextGen financials. Now, the focus of these videos is to alleviate some of the stress of learning a new system, as well as to provide you with an easy way to help train some of your lab staff. So I'd be really interested in getting some of your feedback as to how successful these videos are, as well as suggestions that might help make them even more useful. And now, without further ado, from the RCHA World Broadcasting Headquarters in beautiful and vibrant Sweet Springs, Missouri, where all the women are strong and the children are good looking, our brand new series of laboratory instructional videos. Okay, today we're going to kick off our instructional videos with a simple one, and that's adding a physician location into your NextGen Laboratory Software. As you can see, I've already got the software opened on my desktop, and so from the main window you go up here to Database, you choose Location Doctors and Doctor Definition. Now, I'm going to click on this little drop down list, so when I'm typing in my number here, I can see whether we pull up any other name that's been assigned to that location. So here we go. I'm going to make this location 650, and as you can see, although there's a 650 here and a 650 here, what we're looking for is the location area, and neither one of these are in position 650, so I think we're okay to go right there. So I think we're good, don't have to worry about that. So 650 and save, and that's going to open up our location doctor printer definition page. And from this page we're going to enter in the physician's information, and basically this is so that when we complete a test in the laboratory software, and the doctor that we're putting in is the doctor of that patient, we'll be able to automatically fax this information. So we got to have that information into our system so we can automatically fax it. So that's why we need to put this in. So this is going to be Dr. F. Douglas Biggs. He is an MD. And you'll notice up here in the, they call it the abbreviation. I think of it as the location. It's the spot where the information, the demographic information for F. Douglas Biggs is going to be located. We also need to reference that same number, so we need to place that same number down here in doctor reference box. So I'm going to type in 650 down there as well. It automatically assigns the file number, which is 628, so you have no input for that, and NextGen automatically assigns that. This is going to be record type 2 because he is a physician, so that is okay. Remote facility remains a 0, no need to put in a department, and the NextGen OM request form is also a 0, so we'll just put in the address information here. And he is at 203 Northwest let's make that a capital, Mize Road. And that is going to be suite number 200 and located in Blue Springs, Missouri, 64014. And he's located in Blue Springs, Missouri because that's where we're located. Okay, the phone number is going to be 816. Well, I tell you what, there's two ways of doing this. It really doesn't need spaces or dashes or anything like that. You can put those in if you wish to. If you don't worry about, want to worry about doing that, you can just put in the phone number 220-1117, and that will work just fine. Or you can go ahead, if it makes it a little bit more readable for you, you can go ahead and put in your dashes. I like to go ahead and put in, even though our main focus here is the fax number, I like to go ahead and put in our address information as well as our voice phone number. I just do that work all up front, and that's just in case at some later point we're unable to get a fax to that physician, rather than have to jump through hoops to find their information and call their offices. You can just simply go into the location for a doctor, and you've got all that information handy. You can make the phone call and see if there's any problem with the fax machine for the day. So I like to just go ahead and gather that information to start off with and put it all in, so that should I need to refer to it, I'm able to easily do so. 228, and it's going to be 2053. Okay, you can see we've got the information all filled out on this page. We have 3 more tabs that we need to go to look at, and so we're going to click on the first one, printing. And in printing, we're wanting to set this up as a fax destination. We don't want to print to we don't need to give it one of the printer numbers in our facility because it's a fax. So in order to do that, to identify it as a fax, we're going to put in 998. And if you ask me to explain why it's 998, I can't do that. That's just the number that they assign to it. So anytime you want to fax to a physician's office, you'll always put in 998, and then you will always put in the device type pathway as 14. You don't need to fill out the form type or the barcode file. Everything looks like this. One of the suggestions that I would have for you, for a new person getting used to this, because you're not always going to remember that the printer LU is 998 and the device type is 14. What I would do is just an alt print screen, and I would paste this into a Word document or OneNote or Evernote, some kind of document page that will accept images, and that way you can refer to it later on. Call it adding a physician location. Open that document up, and you can quickly remember these numbers. Or I can make this even a little bit easier for you. Just log on to YouTube and open up this video, and there you'll find the information right there. So we have completed that one. We're going to click on billing now, and in the billing code definition, we always put in the number 11. And we're going to click back on that, and the last one is the status. And in the status page, the only one you need to check is sent with fax cover sheet, and that's just in case the document that you send over, for some reason it's illegible, they're unable to read it, it doesn't print right, something. They'll have a quick reference page with your phone number where they can contact you and ask you if you can quickly resend that again. We're just going to try to make it as easy on them as possible, so I always send it with a fax cover sheet. Click on OK, and we have completed adding a physician location into NextGen software, and that's as difficult as it gets. Make sure that you click on OK to save it, and once you have done that, it is now in the software, and you have successfully created a physician location.